Hello, and welcome back to Life Classroom, the podcast that believes every story in life holds a valuable lesson. Have you ever done this? Carefully sketched out a beautiful picture of your future, holding a detailed map of your life in your hands. You knew exactly where to turn left, how many miles to go straight, and precisely where your destination was. Maybe it was a plan to graduate and land your dream job, a plan to get married and build a warm, loving family, or a plan to grow your business into a stable success. We all have this blueprint for a life that seems perfect. And then one day, without any warning, a storm hits. The map in your hands is torn to shreds. The blueprint you treasured is blurred beyond recognition. Everything comes crashing down, and the feeling is overwhelming. You're lost, confused, and surrounded by darkness, like someone wandering alone in a forest with no idea which way to go. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about this. When life's plan falls apart, how do we begin again? Together, let's learn how to pick up the torn pieces of that old map, not to tape it back together, but to use them as fuel to forge a new and perhaps even better path forward.
The first step, one that sounds simple but is often the hardest when our life plan crumbles, is to accept the reality of the situation. Accept that you are lost. Accept that you feel hurt, disappointed, and heartbroken. So often, we're told to be strong, to get back up immediately. But in truth, forcing ourselves to pretend we're okay only makes the internal wounds deeper. Giving yourself permission to feel broken is an act of self-respect. It's acknowledging that what you've lost truly mattered to you. Picture it this way. You are mourning the life you thought you should have. Whether it's the loss of a career you loved, the end of a relationship you built your future around, or the failure of a goal you poured your entire being into. These feelings are real, and they deserve to be tended to. During this time, it is perfectly okay to cry. It's okay to feel angry or confused. You don't need to rush to find the answer to the question, what's next? The most important thing right now is to be present with yourself and to gently embrace the emotions as they come. I've been there myself. I once had a very precise career plan, a ladder I was determined to climb to the very top, but an unexpected event threw me completely off that path. In that moment, it felt like the world had stopped spinning. The question, why me, echoed in my head constantly. But what I learned from that period was the importance of giving myself time to truly pause, to stop running, stop trying to find an immediate solution, and instead to just sit quietly and explore my own feelings. It was about understanding the pain so I could figure out which wounds needed healing first. So if you are in this place right now, I invite you to take a deep breath and tell yourself, it's okay to feel this way. Allow yourself the space to grieve fully, because this is the essential first step before we can begin to pick up the pieces and build something new.
After we've given ourselves time to accept reality and begin healing, the next phase is one of exploration. When the old map is gone, it's as if we've been dropped into a new, uncharted territory. At first, it can feel terrifying, but at the same time, it presents the greatest opportunity to get reacquainted with who we truly are. For so long, we may have been living our lives strictly according to that old map, so much so that we might have forgotten who we are without it. What do we actually like and dislike? What gives our life meaning, separate from a job title or social status? This period is like a reset. It's a chance to ask ourselves questions we may not have considered for a long time. What are my core values? Is it security, freedom, growth, creativity, or service to others? Knowing your core values will act as a guide for future decisions. What have I always wanted to do but never had the chance? Because we were so busy following the old plan, maybe we put aside a passion. This could be learning a new skill, traveling somewhere new, or reigniting an old hobby. Who are the people standing by me on my worst days? A life crisis has a way of showing you who is truly in your corner. Seeing who loves and supports you unconditionally is a powerful reminder that you are not alone. This exploration doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It can start with small, simple acts. Journaling your thoughts each day, taking a solo walk in a park to spend time with your thoughts, or having a deep, honest conversation with a trusted friend or family member. There's a powerful concept from researcher Brené Brown, who talks about the midlife unraveling. She describes it as a time when the things we thought were holding our lives together come apart. She argues this isn't a crisis, but an unraveling, a time of being liberated from the expectations and roles we thought we had to fill, so we can finally live a more authentic life. So don't just see the absence of a plan as a catastrophe. See it as being handed a blank canvas. And this time, you have the freedom to paint whatever you want, using the colors that are truest to you.
Okay, so after we've accepted our new reality and reconnected with our inner selves, it's time to start charting a new course. But this time, we're going to approach map making a little differently. Our old map was likely a blueprint. It had every detail laid out, every step meticulously planned. This made it rigid and fragile, easily shattered by unexpected change. The new map we create will be more like a compass. A compass doesn't give you turn-by-turn directions. Instead, it consistently points you toward your true north, your core values and ultimate purpose. Along the way, you have the freedom to choose your path, to take detours, or to rest when you need to. So, how do we build this compass and start moving forward? 1. Take baby steps. Instead of setting a huge, overwhelming goal like, I will build a completely new and better life, which can feel paralyzing, break it down. Set small, achievable goals for the day or week. For example, this week I'll sign up for that online course I'm curious about, or tomorrow I'll call an old friend, or today I will go for a 30-minute walk. Each small success builds confidence and creates momentum. 2. Be open to uncertainty and new possibilities. When you don't have a rigid plan, you have to keep your eyes and heart open. Talk to new people. Try things you've never done before. Sometimes the best path in life is one you never even knew existed. 3. Learn to adapt along the way. This new journey won't be perfect. There will be obstacles and days where you feel discouraged. The key is to learn to adjust your sails when the wind changes. Don't be afraid to change direction if you realize a path isn't right for you. Remember, flexibility is your greatest skill when navigating without a map. 4. Build your support system. Find people you can talk to openly and honestly, friends, family, a therapist, or a support group. Having people who listen and cheer you on is like having essential rest stops on a long journey. They give you the strength to keep going. Remember, starting over isn't about erasing your past. It's about using the lessons from your past to build a better future. That old, torn map isn't worthless. It's an expensive, invaluable lesson that taught you more about yourself and the world than you ever could have learned otherwise.
And just like that, we've reached the end of our session in the Life Classroom. Today, we've talked about the entire journey, from the moment our plans fell apart to learning to embrace the pain, using that lost time to rediscover ourselves, and finally, creating a new compass to guide us as we begin again. For anyone listening who feels like their life is off script right now, I want to leave you with this thought. Sometimes the most beautiful part of a road is a curve you never intended to take. The collapse of your life plan may not be an ending. It might just be the beginning of a new chapter you couldn't have imagined. A chapter written by your most authentic self, not by old expectations. Life is not a straight line. It has twists, turns, and the occasional dead end. But every path holds its own lessons and its own unique beauty. All we have to do is find the courage to keep walking, with an open heart and a little more kindness toward ourselves. Thank you for spending this time with me in our classroom. I hope today's conversation has offered you some comfort and maybe a small light to guide you if you're feeling lost. I look forward to seeing you again in our next episode right here at the Life Classroom. Until then, take good care.